Now, with Multiversus being shut down, or at least announced to be being shut down, many people are probably going to come out the woodworks and basically just make a bunch of video essays lying about the game. That it was greedy from the start, and yada yada yada, Smash players, and some guy making up a false story about how the game literally got him to law school. Like, this did not happen, I'm sorry, but imagine, you score, like, all stuff, like, to get in this law school, right? You get, like, all the requirements, and they're like, nah, throw them out the window. We're gonna get the fucking guy who made a Multiversus video instead of you, bro. Like, that's just unfair hiring practices 101. But anyway, enough of that rambling. I kind of want to explain this video from the perspective of someone that actually defended the game and played the game for a hot minute until Season 4, which is where shit really kicked off. So hey, don't be a fucking idiot, and let's get into it. Now, I say Warner Bros. Games interference because of the fact that in the very beginning of Multiversus, in the beta stage, you could actually earn a lot from playing the game, and there was even a community challenge they did. And Warner Bros. Games, after they bought Player First Games, was kind of a sign that it was a bad thing because, I mean... Do I really need to explain why Warner Bros. Games just it doesn't have the best track record? Yes, I'm gonna have to explain that later on. But anyways, and while there still was a fair amount of play to earn, I honestly feel like this was just a red herring all along, because Season 4 came along and oh my fucking god, it was horrible. It was horrible, bro. And with Season 4, not only did it come with characters that people actually wanted in the game, it was look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was pretty fucking bad. You had things like the Fighter Road, which was pretty much designed to break the player down with this 15k XP gap, so that way they could buy the character and just play them, just instantly. And the only way to get XP in a good way when it came down to Fighter Road was the arena mode, and the arena mode was just way too complicated and just honestly fucking abysmal to understand. That and also the battle pass stuff just honestly wasn't worth it in that season regardless, so honestly it was just pretty much like Season 4 was pretty much doomed to fail, and I feel like that's Warner Bros. Games' part. And I say this because, like I said earlier, you could earn a fair amount just by playing the game, and Season 4 came around and it became a whole lot more just, pay to earn rather than play to earn. And while things like cosmetics were locked behind a paywall to some extent, I mean, you could earn some by playing the game. I mean, it's a free-to-play game. It has to earn money somehow, bro. It has to earn money somehow. Warner Bros. Games effectively killed anything that you would earn just by playing the game, and well, just Warner Bros. Games' presence all alone kind of just made this game stand out like a sore thumb, and what I mean is that it pretty much did not help the game at all.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Warner Bros. Games in recent memory has not had the best track record ever. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you had Arkham Knight, which, yes, before every Arkham Redditor gets mad at me, this game was not liked by that much people in the beginning. I'm sorry. You had Arkham Knight, and a lot of people just didn't like the gameplay of that game. You had MK11, which, honestly, I kind of felt like in some aspects was kind of both an upgrade and a downgrade from X, especially with all the janky hitboxes, and the whole Fatal Blow system just sucked because of all the janky hitboxes that it caused. I shouldn't have to explain why people feel like the Suicide Squad fucked their grandma and made her give birth to the Antichrist. And then recently you have MK1, which while MK1 I feel like is an improvement over 11, I feel like it's still lacking in some areas. The point is that Warner Bros. Games' reputation just isn't really that good nowadays, and honestly I feel like it kind of sullied Multiversus a bit for some people because they're like, oh, a Warner Bros. Title game, bro, fuck. I feel like people were turned off by the fact that this was a free-to-play, game made by Warner Bros. Games, who again, their reputation just isn't that good nowadays, so they're probably gonna look at it and be like, nah, I don't want to play it. Which sucks because Multiversus in the beginning wasn't really that bad of a game, but I can't say the same for the community of the game because oh my fucking god. Now look, I've played old school COD, okay, like old MW3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, all that shit, and right? I've actually met some good people on that fucking game, and also some pretty bad people. But when it comes down to Multiversus, I've met mostly bad fucking people. The Multiversus community fucking sucks. You'll have people that just start drama for no reason, people shitting on the game because their favorite character got added in, you'll have people teabag after every match or during every match, then talk shit and try and justify it. Now, I didn't even mention this part outside of, FGC brain rot stuff, because, Multiversus' community really likes being the FGC for some reason, but someone actually ended up just, like, straight up faking ending their own life. Like, shit was out here really bad in the Multiversus streets, bro. Like, I'm sorry, shit was just that bad. The community of this game did not do anyone favors. I'm sorry, it really did not do anyone fucking favors. So now let's actually put this all into retrospective.
What the fuck? I killed him.
You've been in the joint too long, Al. You've forgotten how to get shit
Now that we're
done.
putting it all into retrospective, one of the reasons why Multiversus is pretty much shutting down is because, one, the fact that Warner Bros. Games pretty much bought Player First Games and would interfere with a lot of shit, as, you know, I said earlier, or at least I theorized earlier. Second, the presence of Warner Bros. Games turned off probably a lot of people due to the fact that they made games like Arkham Knight, MK11, and the Suicide Squad game, which again, everyone treats like Satan fucked their grandma. Being the community of the game. The community of the game did not help the game's disadvantages already, and pretty much amplified them to the point where no one really wanted to play it, and they were like, ugh, you play Multiversus, ew. So all around, the reason why Multiversus is shutting down, or at least the reason I think so, is mainly because of Warner Bros. Games' you know, just nasty presence like SpongeBob's breath, or, you know, just the fact that they interfere with a lot of stuff, as I theorized earlier, that and just the really dog shit community. I wanted to make this video not only to just inform people about certain stuff, you know, that they didn't do the research on, but also because of the fact that I feel like people are just going to say like a bunch of bullshit because they're going to be making their videos on why this game fell off and how it's an example of modern gaming and blah blah blah. That, and I didn't see a lot of videos from the perspective of someone that actually had played the game from beginning to end, so yeah, that's pretty much one of the reasons why I wanted to make the video and why I made the video to begin with. I want to say thank you to people who actually stuck around, even though I haven't really uploaded all that much. I've been sick and I've been dealing with a whole bunch of other stuff, so yeah, just thank you for sticking around and whatnot. I'll post a poll on what you guys want me to upload, but until then, bye.